Now this may shock you, but bed bugs can make their way from your bed to become the topping on your favorite pizza. Walmarts across the country plan to hire over 100,000 veterans beginning on Memorial Day of this year. Last year alone, 225,000 active troops became veterans. Additionally, they hope to increase product sourcing from domestic suppliers. Tonight's host, Barbara Lang, says instead of thinking of etiquette in a traditional sense of the proper placement of your napkin or which fork to use, instead she wants students to feel comfortable carrying on a professional conversation and leaving a memorable impression with the employer. Thanks, Mike. Police are still searching for the suspect in a robbery just outside this Rise and Shine convenience store here on East Oneida and East 10th Street. Officers say at around 2 o'clock yesterday afternoon, the suspect stole a purse from a woman. The male, who appeared to be in his teens, said that he had a gun, but no weapons were actually ever displayed. No injuries were reported, and Oswego police are still investigating this incident. Back to you guys. Today, Governor Andrew Cuomo not only touched on his economic developmental initiatives, but he also encouraged New Yorkers to work together in an effort to bridge the current gap between the government and its people, which in his opinion has been the cause of failure for New York State in the past. All right, thanks guys. Although the weather is not exactly inviting here in Oswego today, the School of Communications, Media, and the Arts has had a great turnout. Good Wednesday morning, Oswego, and welcome to Top in the Morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Samantha DiMascio. Pat, I picked out this pink shirt this morning so that I could kind of get the spring feel, and then I find out that we have a major storm headed our way.
Well, all right, so this is what the deal is. We got this major winter storm tracking up the East Coast.
Airline passengers will now be allowed to carry small knives and sporting equipment on planes beginning next month. The knives must have blades that are 6 centimeters or shorter and less than ½ an inch in width. The announcement yesterday by the Transportation Security Administration drew an immediate outcry from unions representing flight attendants and other airline workers. New details have emerged on yesterday's Texas college stabbing, plus a Senate vote to begin debating new gun restrictions is set for tomorrow, and tonight's spring semester etiquette dinner is sold out once again. We'll have a more in-depth look at your top stories in just a moment, but first a quick check of your weather to get you out the door this morning with Chief Meteorologist Patrick Kavlin. Good morning, Pat.
Remarkable, and I'm hoping.
As an honor roll student, an athlete, and an active member in several school clubs, Emily sacrifices a lot of her personal time to commit to her projects. Her most recent mission centers on the homelessness issue that has been on the rise in the area within the last 5 years. When Emily became aware that Oswego County did not have a homeless shelter, she decided to speak up.
I really got upset over that, so I started contacting people and finding a way that I could help.
Taking her involvement to the next level, Emily is now the youngest member of COACH, County of Oswego Advocates Challenging Homelessness. On Thursday, Emily and her mother, Jennifer, attended their first official meeting with directors of social services, Oswego County Opportunities, and the United Way.
It's really coming from her heart, and that's being seen. I think that's what people are reacting to and responding to.
When families in need contact DSS or OCO, they typically receive food vouchers, but those vouchers do not cover personal care items. So as an immediate solution to the problem, Emily is putting together bags filled with donated goods such as toothbrushes and soap. So far, she's up to 67 bags, but hopes to have 300 bags by the end of October. Emily's ultimate goal is to convince the county to open a family-based shelter to avoid families from having to separate. Only a month in, and she is receiving an overwhelming amount of positive feedback and support, with word spreading faster than she ever expected. Community leaders are confident Emily's mission will rejuvenate the efforts of other homelessness advocates near and far. In Oswego, for WTOP 10 News, I'm Samantha DiMascio. SUNY Day 2013 was held at the state capitol Monday. Students and representatives came to greet legislators and showcase their accomplishments over the past year. In doing so, they hope to exemplify both excellence and potential to convince legislators that their investments would be greatly beneficial to the SUNY system.
Since this is budget season, we have enjoyed your support over the past, and we know that's the key to our future, and we want to work together with the state of New York to make sure SUNY keeps producing wonderful, talented citizens.
Today's focus was to showcase SUNY's overall growth. 35 SUNY colleges were in attendance today, stressing the importance of keeping education affordable, while also pushing for new capital investments.
Threshold is low enough because we make an affordable environment for you, and then we provide excellence in the way of fabulous faculty and wonderful programs and great facilities and just a wonderful lifestyle to immerse yourself in that learning for 4 years.
Oswego's theme this year was experiential education, showcasing the benefits of co-ops, internships, and international research, to name a few.
Like the co-op programs you're doing at Oswego is really the way to get a good job and to stay to live and work in New York, and that's our goal.
Graduate student Jason McLeod was Oswego's first co-op participant, spending 6 months with the engineering firm O'Brien & Gear. McLeod says his co-op was an invaluable experience.
I was not only exposed to employees at O'Brien & Gear, but clients of O'Brien & Gear, and the connections that you make and the people that you meet are so valuable for the remainder of your life.
Governor Andrew Cuomo has already put his budget forward that will maintain the completion of current projects. SUNY representatives say they're hopeful legislators will take today's display of innovation into consideration when making final decisions on the 2013-2014 budget. In Albany, for WTOP 10, I'm Samantha DiMascio. One of Oswego's spring traditions brings thousands to the streets and to the bars. The day-long event is known as the Bridge Street Run and is similar to a pub crawl, with students stopping at over 15 bars for drinks and socializing with friends. The tradition is taken quite seriously, with a checklist to be completed, starting on the east end at LaGraff's Pub and concluding on the west side at the Shed. Those who plan on taking full part in the event must be 21 years old, and bar owners say they will be cracking down at the door. Old City bar manager Rhiannon Mazzotti says she strategically hires younger bartenders in an effort to recognize anyone underage.
Just ID over and over again. If they mind, then they don't get served. That's it.
Old City is near the middle of the 2-mile route, and they begin to start seeing their crowd around 7 o'clock. Conveniently for them, they have both inside and outside seating, allowing for a 500-plus capacity. Each year, they overstock, making sure there's plenty to drink throughout the evening.
I would say like 5 years ago, it was like enormous. Like it was almost unmanageable. I think we ran out of beer one year.
Surprisingly, bar owners aren't too concerned about the crowd coming their way, with plenty of security in place, and look forward to a booming day of business. While bar owners utilize their bouncers to maintain control in their establishment, for Oswego's emergency crews, it can be a stressful day dealing with thousands of participants who will be roaming the streets. And Sergeant Michel says that everyone will be controlled equally, whether they're residents or students. Last year, a few highly intoxicated participants took a dangerously high plunge into the river. Sergeant Michel of the Oswego City Police Department explained that this is a bigger issue than just dealing with the law. Mixing intoxication with unknown depths of water could result in life-threatening injuries. In an off-camera interview, as he preferred, Sergeant Michel asked that those involved be considerate and follow the laws. They allow the event to take place and even assist by maintaining everybody's safety, in hopes that won't be taken advantage of. Officers plan to use any tools they see fit, including ATVs, bikes, and even on foot. Many current students and former participants from over the years have considered the Bridge Street Run to contain some of the greatest moments of their college careers. Adam Jean says he's especially looking forward to this year as he prepares to graduate in 2 weeks.
This year we're just trying to go out with a bang.
By the end of the night, the white T-shirts are covered in signatures and notes from friends that capture memories they may have otherwise forgotten during the day's festivities. This year, the event falls on May 10th and will run between the hours of 3 p.m. and 2 a.m. Officers, bar owners, and residents of the area remind those attending to drink responsibly, be respectful, be safe, and most of all, have fun. Samantha DiMascio, Oswego Now.